So welcome back guys to Pokemon Ruby Destiny Life of Guardians, and in today's episode we are going to check out the Safari Zone. But just in case, if you're going for a specific Pokemon and you know that the node is in there, I would recommend saving, and if you cannot catch this Pokemon, just reset, because you don't really have too much money you can spend. I'll be spending this one here, and I'll show you how I go through the Safari Zone, because there are some things that I can pick up there. But just in case I cannot catch the Pokemon I want, I will reset the game and then try it again. So here we have first Pokemon is Growlithe, and for now I'm just going to use all the Pokeballs I have available. At least I think I'll save around 10 or so for Stronthio. So I can have a good chance of catching it, because looking at it, it's rather difficult to catch. So now we've got the Growlithe. I'll probably also need some HM slaves, so that's also the reason I'm catching some of the Pokemon here, so that I can use them to be HM slaves later, just in case the Pokemon I have right now will not suffice anymore. I think Pansage is... Can Pansage learn Strength? I'm not sure, but... And even if it can't learn Strength, I think I could also teach Strength to Cubit, which wouldn't be a bad idea. So here we got the Tropius. Well, Tropius is a cool Pokemon. That's a banana dinosaur. How can you not like it? I actually have a competitive, well, sort of competitive Tropius in the Pokemon Black and White. I think it's White version 2. Then I have my competitive Tropius. It learns Dragon Dance, but only in 4th generation, unfortunately. It's still not good, but well. And I got pretty lucky. I caught a Tropius now, and Tropius can learn Fly, so just in case I don't get a Pokemon that learns Fly. Oh, here's Eevee. I could use Tropius as my Fly slave. And I think it also learns other HMs like Strength and Flash. I think it learns Flash. So I think in this area, I'm going to check if there are any items that I can pick up for free. This Safari Zone works a little differently than most Safari Zones. But if you saw the Abra at the beginning, the way this Abra works is you talk to him and then he'll teleport you around. And I think there are 3 or 4 areas that you can visit, and each of them has different Pokemon and different items to pick up. I don't think every area has items, and I don't know in which area I can find a Stronthio. Well, I guess I just have to search around and hope I get lucky to encounter one. The Pokédex doesn't tell you this, it just tells you you find it inside there. Inside the Safari Zone, but doesn't specify where. Now we got a Pikachu. If you are really lucky, it has a Light Ball. Because if you want to use a Pikachu, well, go for it, but make sure you have a Light Ball on Pikachu, otherwise it will be pretty pointless. I don't think I'll need Ponyta. I already have my 5 Pokemon in Growlithe, and I think Growlithe is a better HM slave than Ponyta. Does Ponyta even learn an HM? I'm not sure. Maybe it learns Rock Smash. So there's no... Okay, this guy tells us about it, Abra, I already told you it will warp you to random locations. So now we are in the next area of the Safari Zone. And there's nothing. And if you talk to him again, he will warp you to another random location. It might be the same as before, and here we also see a Skarmory. So, Skarmory, I think I mentioned that before, that Skarmory gets an evolution in this game. Well, it's pretty overpowered. And I think I want to make it a little more challenging, because if I use Skarmory, it's pretty much going to wall every physical attacker in the game. So I think I'm going to make it a little more challenging and don't use Skarmory and its evolution. So I've seen a video of the YouTuber Xenon3120. He wants this exploring Ruby Destiny Life of Guardians series, like 3 videos, and he showed Skarmory evolution there. And that was pretty overpowered. Like, it is like Skarmory, but better. Oh, screw Giraffe. In pretty much any ways, its stats are superior. Like, just imagine Skarmory and increase all its base stats by 10 or something like that. Then you have a Pokemon which has no physical weakness. At least in this game, in this generation, there were no Skarmory is not weak to any of the physical types. So it's pretty much the best physical wall in the game. I'll try to catch it anyway and see if maybe I have a, well, I'll decide later. As for now, I don't think I want to use it just because it's so extremely powerful. Well, not in the raw attack power. It just has so much defense that it will not die. You can pretty much send Skarmory in and then you don't have to do anything to fear. And maybe I should point out these commands here. Go near is, well, you go near and that will increase your chance of catching the Pokemon, but it will also increase the chance that the wild Pokemon will flee. And the Pokeblock, well, it allows you to throw a Pokeblock at the Pokemon. And that will make it, if you use the right Pokeblock, of course. I think the wrong Pokeblock will have the opposite effect. It will reduce the chance of Pokemon fleeing, but I think it will also reduce the chance of catching it. So, I usually don't use Pokeblocks because I don't see the point. And Pokeblocks also have to be made, so you have to use your berries, which are only you could breed them. No, not breed, but farm them if you really want to. And we got the Skarmory now. So maybe I will use it, but as for now I think it's pretty much too powerful. We'll see. So I think from now on I'm not going to catch any more Pokemon until I run into Stronthio, which I hope I can at some point. At least we picked up this Max Revive, I think, well, which is extremely valuable in this game because, well, you can't buy anything like that. Yeah, I think you can buy... I didn't show off the Pokemon here. I think you might be able to buy revives here. Here's Pachirisu if you want one. Pikachu is better anyways. And I think revives cost like 5,000 or a ridiculous amount of money. So Chirpinch is probably the Pokemon you won't want to catch here because there are better ways to catch a Chirpinch. And Chirpinch has a pretty low catch rate, high catch rate anyway, so you probably won't need to use Safari Balls. You can just use normal Pokeballs. So, but I think I've picked up the item of this area, and I'm going to check out the other areas. Maybe Stronthio is there. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, here we are. Maybe there's something interesting here. Here's a Kangaskhan. Well, Kangaskhan is like the typical Safari Zone Pokemon. It's pretty hard to catch, I must say. So if you want to catch a Kangaskhan, I think you might have to reset sometimes because Kangaskhan has a low catch rate. Well, you can obviously sometimes you get really lucky, and then you can catch Kangaskhan like with the first or second Pokeball, or Safari Ball, I must say. Here is also water, so if you have a Pokemon that loves Surf, you can surf there and catch some water Pokemon. Or you could also use a fishing rod. Do we have the old rod? I don't know if you even have the old rod now, but usually the old rod only catches Magikarp anyways, so it's not worth it. It's not worth that. Okay, no, there's nothing here. So now let's go back and I don't know how many steps I have left. I think Pokemon Ruby doesn't show the amount of steps that you have taken inside the Safari Zone. Some other games, the Pokemon Fire and Leaf Green, do that. Maybe I should just catch some of the Pokemon anyways, because I'm most likely not going to run into Stronthio for this run. Well, I guess I'll spend another 500. I said I wouldn't, but I've already caught a lot of Pokemon anyways. So let's check out down here if we have something an item that we can pick up? Apparently not. Well, spending 1,000 to catch Pokemon is definitely not a bad idea anyways. Well, I think there's one more area we can go to. This portrait was really messed up. Nope, this is not what I want. I just teleport me to the same area. I've already been here. So, come on Abra, take me to the last place. Abra, you're stupid, you just teleported to the same place. Okay, here we are. So if you have Rock Smash, you could also... Oh, well, time's up. If you have Rock Smash, there are also Pokemon inside the rocks. So, what do you have in my team right now? Oh, I have a Growlithe with an item. Raspberry. Not that I'm going to use that. Most likely. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the recording here, and I'm going to catch a Stronthio. Well, this might take me several tries, but it might take me a long time to find it because I have no idea in which area it actually is. But I promise you, I will catch it, and then I will be back, and then we will use Stronthio in my team. Well, when we go to the next location we need to go to, so just give me some minutes to catch it. Alright, I just wanted to show you something. I ran into this Pokemon here. This is Sprinify, and if you remember from Ruby Destiny Life of Rescue Rangers, this was like Shaman's friend who was always worried about it. So I actually want this thing, but probably it has a more impossible catch rate. But well, I think I hope I can catch this thing right now. But if I can't, then well, I guess I have to reload that. I want this thing too, so oh, come on, Sprinify, be a good thing. Oh. Well, that's it for that. So, but actually, just in case you don't know where I am, I actually am in this second area I went to. I think I'll show you how the Abra location looks like, just so you know how to refine this place here, if you want your Sprinify for yourself. Okay, this is how it looks like when you teleport to Abra. So I think I'm going to do a little more catching right now, or attempt to catch, and gonna get Stronthio and Sprinify if possible, and then I'll meet you back at the entrance. Alright, I'm back. It took me a whole bunch of tries to catch all of these Pokemon because they have a really low spawn rate and a really low catch rate, and I think I got reasonably lucky. I also caught some other things once I was done catching those two, and here I got both of them, Sprinify and Stronthio. So let's check out of those two. Sprinify is a normal grass type with overgrowth. I think that's a good ability, and pretty average stat, I must say. All of them are around equal. It has Calm Nature, which decreases special defense, lowers attack, which I think is okay for her. And let's check out Stronthio. Jolly Nature increases speed and lowers special attack, which, well, I guess it's okay. It has Chlorophyll, which raises speed in sunlight. It's a grass flying type Pokemon. It's pretty much a more offensive version of what's it called, Tropius. And I also got the one with a Leaf Storm. I don't think that's really important, but both of them are they're pretty bad right now. And I think I'm going to settle with one of them because I don't want to have too many grass types. And let me check out the Pokédex quickly. If I can, I probably cannot find out how these. So is Sprinify around here somewhere? Here's Stronthio. Well, it might have an evolution, but I'm pretty sure Stronthio does not evolve. And as it looks like now, Sprinify is better in pretty much every way. So I think I'm going to settle with Sprinify for this walkthrough. I'm going to throw out think Growlithe. I'm going to still take it with me instead of Tropius. Because I think, yeah, Sprinify deserves a little more attention. I think it's a little stronger. I cannot really tell, I haven't seen its moves. So let's take this Leaf Stone. Well, I can actually try out the Leaf Stone and see if it works. Let's see, where's the Leaf Stone? I can use it on a bad stage to evolve into semi-stage, but I don't want that. I actually also picked up this calcium here. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but okay, well, that doesn't really matter. And I'll give Sprinify the Amulet coin for now. So, does Sprinify have a grass attack? Yeah, it has one with Razor Leaf, which is okay. Maybe I can also teach it Headbutt, which would give him Stab. Well, I'll try out all these TMs on him. Let's see, it can learn Headbutt, so can it learn Sludge Bomb? No, it cannot. Can it learn Shadow Ball? Yes, but I don't think I want to teach him that. Can it learn Mega Punch? I don't imagine how this thing learns Mega Punch. Okay, I think Headbutt is fine for now, instead of Tackle. Because, well, it's better in any way. Sand Attack, well, I'll still keep it around. And also having Wild Whip and Razor Leaf is pretty redundant, but well, I guess I'll live with that. So now we have our second team member, Sprinify. And now we have to return to Silver Town to, I think I'm going to heal up first. I think my Cubit lost a little bit of HP in the sandstorm. And from Silver Town we can take on the road through Vextra Forest, get back to Guardia Town. And I think that's the way I want to go now. And then we can get to Low Point Path, which is probably my favorite area in the game. Low Point Path in High Point City, or High Point Town. So if you're going back through the desert, if you want, you can also do some level grinding here. Oh, this Backstride is freaking amazing. I think I'm going to try it and kill this Pokemon. It's actually a good place to level grind Sprinify a little bit if you want to, because all these desert Pokemon are weak to grass, or at least most of them are. I think Dwebble is not, but Sandshrew is, Drillbur is. You just have to be aware that you can miss. And there is no Pokemon Center in Silver Town, so you will have to get back either to Oceanshine City or Rainleaf Town if you want to heal up in the Pokemon Center. Well, I'm getting a lot of experience for that. And so here's the shortcut I told you. You can take down those ledges to get back quicker. So I don't think I'm going to bother with this Dwebble, because Dwebble is I don't think it gives enough experience to be worth it. So, and I probably cannot one-hit KO Dwebble because it's not weak to grass. It's neutral to grass because bug types resist grass attacks. But the Sandshrew is easy kill. Let's see if I can actually take one out with Vine Whip, because it has slightly better accuracy than Razor Leaf. That's the only reason to use Vine Whip over Razor Leaf. This is also another of these moves from first generation. Why, for God's sake, does Vine Whip only have 10 PP? There is really no reason. They just nerfed Bulbasaur so much with this, making it really hard to use in the early game just because of this low PP move that is even weaker than Water Gun and Ember. There's no reason for Vine Whip to have 10 PP. Even today it only has 15, and okay, this Baltoy actually survived. Well, it doesn't really matter right now, unless we miss this. And if you remember, I also left over some of the trainers on the, what was it? I don't know what this path was called. It's what the entrance to Silver Desert, probably. I think it's also still called Silver Desert. So that I have left them there so I can get experience by defeating them with Sprinify. And here's really easy experience with Geodude. Geodude's definitely going to die in one hit. even from my wine whip. I might as well use them while I have them. Really, I can't get enough of this back sprite. They did an amazing job with that. Maybe I should look at Strontios back sprite at some point. So I think we are almost back to Silver Town. Oh, here's this thing, Trapinch. As I said, it might have arena traps, so you might not be able to run from it. So if you're in the desert and you have a Pokemon in front that cannot deal with Trapinch, you have to be aware that you might not be able to run from it. There are some Pokemon who are safe from arena trap. The arena trap doesn't affect flying types and Pokemon with Levitate, so if you have one of these, like Strontium or Skarmory, if you want to use that, then you can you could run from them anyways. Okay, I think we are almost back there, and this is just the only on-screen grinding that I will do. I will probably get up Sprinify to level 20 off-screen, and then I'll go, or maybe I go defeat the trainers, and I'll think of it. I think we are almost out of time for the episode anyways. I don't want to make them too long, because I myself don't like watching episodes that are longer than a little bit over 20 minutes. So I think that's it for today. Next episode we are going to grind up Sprinify a little, or I do this off screen, I'll think about it, and then we are going through Vexter Forest and towards Slow Point Path. We probably will not get that far there, but at least I want to get started there. So until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode and see you all next time. Goodbye everyone.